What's going on, everyone? So, where is the Scream 7 trailer? A lot of rumors going around about, like, oh, it's going to be attached to the Conjuring The Last Rites. And then the Last Rites came, and nothing. No trailer, no word of a trailer, nothing. Then the rumors switched and went to, hey, it's actually going to be the VMAs. Right? Drew Barrymore is confirmed to be a presenter, which she was. To the rumors credits, she was confirmed to be a presenter, which I don't think she was. I didn't see her anywhere unless it was like, kind of one of those like red carpet things or something like that. I didn't see her at all during the actual VMAs. And there was, once again, no trailer, no teaser, no nothing. And the VMAs, did make sense. I actually thought the VMAs made more sense than the Conjuring trailer because it's like, it is a Paramount property. On top of that, you're doing it on basic cable for the first time, so you're gonna have, and they still did it on MTV and everything, so you're likely gonna have more eyeballs than you've ever had, right? And you can release it at the same time simultaneously on the trailer and all that stuff. But you could have done something cool where like LL Cool J or Drew Barrymore is maybe talking and giving a presentation, and then Ghostface just kind of comes on the screen and ends up ruining the thing. And you could have done a fun little skit, and you could have had it tie into the whole kind of idea of like AI and deep fakes and things like that, right? Like it could have been kind of cool. And a lot of ways I think was a bit of a missed opportunity. Even if you didn't release the trailer, even if you just did some kind of Scream, promotion thing, right? You didn't have to necessarily release a trailer. If you just did, a fun little promotion thing, would have been pretty cool. But nonetheless, we got nothing. We got through the VMAs, and there was once again no nothing when it came to Scream. So, of course, people want to know, where's the Scream 7 trailer? But like I said, I made videos diving into the VMAs thing just in case it did happen, right? Just to let people know. I talked about, the Conjuring thing, right? Just in case it did happen. But in both of those videos, like I said, take all this stuff with a grain of salt, right? Like, you throw one thing out there and then all of a sudden it becomes, widespread and everyone believes that this, that, and the other. And again, we went through this, we go through this almost every Scream movie, particularly Scream 5, right? Remember the blood drops? And it was like counting down. It like started at like 9 blood drops or whatever. And then everyone was like, what? Oh, wait, this has 8. And then everyone just came to the realization like, oh, they're counting down to something. And then we got there and it was like it was the official poster, and everyone swore it was going to be the trailer and everything else, and we all got bamboozled, hoodwinked, right? But at the end of the day, the reality is that, we did it to ourselves. We had this expectation, we had this belief, we wanted it so bad that we were willing to buy into it. And you're seeing a lot of the same stuff with this trailer. Seeing a lot of the same, like, somebody just like randomly throws out that it's going to be in The Conjuring, and just everyone just like, yes, that makes perfect sense. Haha. Like, we solved it, and they just run wild with it. And it's why here on this channel, yes, I'll talk about the rumors, I'll talk about certain things, but like I always try to get across, don't have the expectation. The trailer's going to come, right? Whether it's this month, whether it's, because there's still rumors going around that it's still coming this month, right? It might happen towards the end of the month, it might happen in October, right? We're still about 6 months away from the actual movie, right? So it just depends on how hardcore do they want to go with the development or the promotion. There we go. The promotion of this film. I think that they need to have quite a bit. I think that they should, because this is a new Sydney installment. You're not going to have Jenna Ortega. You're not going to have Melissa Barrera. I think that you should establish and kind of set that, like, hey, this is a new direction, new idea, new everything. Yes, there's going to be some familiar faces, but we're kind of pivoting and shift, because yes, you watching this video and myself and many others are probably very privy to what happened, but the general audience, and like I always say, like, you got to look at it from a general audience standpoint, right? People that aren't watching my videos and, Craving Something Scary videos and Killjoy Jake videos and Nightwatch Zone videos and all these other videos, Critical Overlord and all these people, right? Like that aren't tuned in and following people on X and all that other stuff, right? Like the general audience just goes, oh, hey, a new Scream movie, cool, and then just goes and watches it, right? So it is. It's unfortunate that we haven't gotten it yet. It sucks. I do think it was a missed opportunity with the VMAs because I do think you could have done some really cool stuff. But at the end of the day, right? They have it. You got to keep in mind they already have everything mapped out. Right? They don't just like do it. Oh, like, wake up today and go, it's today the day we should drop the trailer. Like, no, it's all mapped out. It's all planned, right? They're doing different collaborations and stuff like that. We already saw the Reese's thing. I've seen a little like teaser going around supposedly that's like the title card back end of it, which, again, maybe it's true, maybe it's real, maybe it's not. Again, you don't have confirmation, but the point is that, like, at the end of the day, don't have the expectation, right? If you like the idea of a rumor, or you like the idea of like something that's going around, that's great. There's a lot of time. Like I said, the VMA thing, I thought made sense. I like the idea. It was like, hey, this is something that I could see happening. It's a little far back from the actual film itself, but we saw in Scream 5 how hard that they went. I mean, they were for like a year marketing that film, right? So, I'm not, like, I thought it was a good idea, but I didn't have the expectations. Like I even said in the video, I wasn't expecting it to be there. I just, thought like, hey, if it is, that'd be kind of cool. And I think that that's how more people need to operate, because I see a lot of just really disappointed people, a lot of people that are really frustrated and like, man, I wasted 3 hours waiting around for this. Like, again, because you have the expectation. Don't have the expectations and you won't be let down, right? Like, if you like an idea, you love an idea, that's great, but understand that it's a rumor. It's not set in stone. There was no confirmation. We didn't get something from MTV that was like, don't miss Ghostface at the MTV Awards. Like there was no ties to Scream at all for the VMA. So to think that, like, outside of like Drew Barrymore presenting, even if Drew Barrymore did present, that doesn't mean that they were going to do a Scream thing. Right? Drew Barrymore has been linked to the MTV Movie Award or Music Awards for years, right? Like, and it was the Music Awards. If it was like the Movie Awards, something like that, then maybe I could see that for a movie trailer, right? But you make the connections to the music. It's like, is that really the best venue? And you got to remember, Drew Barrymore was going to host it a couple years ago and ended up not doing it because of the writer's strike and everything like that. So, Drew Barrymore's had ties to the MTV period, but the MTV Awards and all that stuff for years, right? And so, her being a presenter made sense, even without the Scream thing. It's just people just were like, oh, because Drew Barrymore, they must be doing this. No, that doesn't necessarily, they can be two different things, right? You can have Drew Barrymore and not have it involve Scream, so her being a presenter or something like that, which, like I said, I didn't see her at all. But I wanted to make this video. I know I've done a lot of like trailer videos recently, but I wanted to make this video in particular to kind of just remind people, like the trailer's going to come, right? We know, like, the thing that is certain is we're getting a Scream movie and we're getting a trailer at some point, right? Will it be a week before the film or will it be 5 months before the film? That we don't know, but we know a trailer is going to come, that they're going to release a trailer because we know the movie's already done. We know that the trailer is finished. We just don't know what their timeline is for when they're going to release it. So things like that, I just want people to keep in mind. You're going to get the trailer. It's just, when you're seeing these rumors, especially once the trailer drops, like as we get closer and closer to Scream, keep in mind, like, these trailers and stuff like that are going to be, or not trailers, but the rumors, there we go, are going to be rampant, right? So just be cautious, right? But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoyed these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel. What are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.